I just declared divorce. I feel like I'm gradually losing my mind. Stories from Korea. I declared divorce because we don't match on anything from A to Z. My husband says I'm being too sensitive and that I'm stressing him out over nothing. For the past 4 years of marriage, no matter how much I point out his habits, nothing changes. Here are the things I've asked for. I just want him to eat neatly. When he finishes eating, his bowl is a mess, with rice grains floating in soup, and he drops food everywhere while eating. It looks like a beggar flipped over the table. When he eats things like fish or meat with bones, he spits them directly onto the table, and it's so disgusting. I asked him not to spit phlegm into the trash can. It makes me want to curse when I press down on the trash and get phlegm on my hand. I keep telling him to spit it into a tissue, the toilet, or the sink, but he still spits into the trash can while sneakily checking. If I'm watching, which makes it even more infuriating. I asked him not to leave his clothes lying around. It's manageable in the summer with just a shirt and pants, but in winter, his padded jacket is on the dining chair, socks inside out, of course under his computer desk, pants in front of the bathroom, sweater on the couch, and his underwear, always next to not in the laundry basket. I used to clean up while swearing under my breath, but I'm at my breaking point. I asked him to throw trash in the bin, not next to it. I even put trash bins all over the house because he kept missing, but there's still trash lying around. What's the issue? Is his aim broken? I asked him to put the caps back on my cosmetics. He uses my toner, lotion, and cream, but one of them is always left uncapped. Once, a missing lid from the bathroom turned up, in a corner of the couch. He often just places the cap on loosely, so things spill or break when I pick them up. It's not just cosmetics, she does the same with drinks and water bottles. And I've lost count of how many times things have spilled. I asked him to drink from a cup. We buy bottled water instead of using a water purifier, but he keeps drinking straight from the bottle. I told him to use a cup, but he only does it when I'm watching. I can tell he's lying, because I find grease marks on the bottle rim. It's so gross. I started buying 300 bottles to stop him, but he complains that 2-liter bottles are cheaper and that I'm wasting money. I know all these things sound trivial, but there's a mountain of similar issues. If I tried to list them all, I could easily write 100 more. The thing that pushed me over the edge was also something trivial. I hate the house being too hot or too cold. I prefer a moderate temperature. I keep the thermostat at 24, 75, and the electric blanket on low or sleep mode when we sleep. But my husband always cranks the heat up to 30, 86, and the electric blanket to level 7 or 8, while lounging around in his underwear. It's a constant battle. He raises it, and I lower it. In the summer, it's the same fight me at 26 to 79 fists. Him at 18 to 64. Seriously, this guy. Tonight, I woke up sweating because he had the electric blanket on level 8 again. Last year, he even got low temperature burns on his hands and knees because of this. And he had to go to the hospital for months. I finally lost it. I screamed like a madwoman. Stop turning up the electric blanket. I stormed out of the bedroom, and in a rage, smashed our wedding photo. I know I overreacted, but after 3 years of this, I feel like I've developed anger issues. If this continues, I'm going to lose mine. Mine divorce is the only thing on my mind now. I'm going to find out how to start the divorce process tomorrow. Can I get a divorce over things like this? I'm desperate. Forget love, I only feel disgust.